Hello students. So today we'll be learning in a digital format. So today we will learn about neighborhood, transport and safety. So kids, what is our neighborhood? So neighborhood is the place is everything that is around our house, right? So for example, the park, the school, right? The people who live besides us, that's all count in the neighborhood. So in this chapter we will learn about our neighborhood, the transport and the safety. So let's get to our topic. So we live in a house, right? And there are some more families near our houses also. So they are our neighbor, right? So besides our house, right, there are other families also that live near us, and that they are called our neighbors, right? That's the neighborhood, and these houses make our neighborhood. People in the neighborhood help each other. Children living in a neighborhood play together, right? So these families basically live together just like a family, right? But they all live in their houses, and the children also of different neighbor play together, they help each other, right? There are some important places in our neighborhood, and they are school, post office, police station, banks, etc. So beside families, right, there are certain other places also which are important to us. For example, the bank, police station, school, post office, garden, park, these are all also count in our neighborhood. So kids, do you know, people living in our neighborhood are our neighbors. We should help our neighbors when they are in need, right? So since we are all together living at a place, right, we should help each other whenever one is in need, right? We learn new things at school. If we talk about school, we learn new things, right? And if we talk about post office, we buy stamps from there, postcards and envelopes also, right? So what else do we have in our neighborhood? We have police station. So the policemen guard our neighborhood. They protect us from thieves and robbers, right? We have a police station where there are policemen, right? And they guard our locality, our neighborhood, and they protect us from any mishappening, right? And they keep the law and order in place. And we have what? The bank also. We can keep our money in a bank. It keeps our money and jewelry safe, right? So in our neighborhood we also have what? Bank, right? Then we have hospitals. We go to hospital when we are not well, right? So hospital is the place where we get primary and the more secondary care, right? Whenever we fall ill or whenever we get injured, we go to hospital immediately, right? Now we have market also, so we buy things we use at the market, right? Now there are a lot of things that are there in the neighborhood, and we have read and learned about them just now, right? So kids, in our neighborhood we have different kind of things, right, that is useful in our daily lives. So to go to these places, right, we also have different means of transport. So what are these means of transport? So every day we go from one place to another, right? For this we need some vehicle. These vehicles are called means of transport. So kids, whenever we go outside, right, there are some places which are far from our home, right? And for that we choose to take vehicle, some kind of vehicle, for example car, auto rickshaw, train, buses, bicycle or scooters, right? So these are all called the means of transport. Do you know, we use different means of transport to go from one place to another, right, depending upon the distance. So let's see more other different types of means of transport. So some means of transport sail on water, right, when we go far off places, right? Sometimes when we go to different countries or different islands, we use steamer, we use ship, and sometimes we also use boat, right? So some means of transport fly in the air, right? So depending upon the distance, and also depending upon the time, right? We take different means of transport. We have transport that fly in the air also. So airplanes are the fastest means of transport. See, when we go, we have a choice to walk on our foot, right? We have a choice to take ship, right? We have a choice to use car, and we have also a choice to take air transport, right? But depending upon the time we have, depending upon the time we want to spend in the travel, we use these kind of transport system. So kids, besides this transport system, we should also take care of some safety rules while traveling on different means. For example, when we are traveling on road, when we are traveling on the water, right, or on the or in the air, or maybe going somewhere outside in our neighborhood, we should take care of some safety rules. So we must keep ourselves safe everywhere. We should always follow some rules for safety. What are those? So safety on the road. How can we keep ourselves safe while walking on the road? We should always walk on the footpath, right? We should cross the road at the zebra crossing. So kids, there is a zebra crossing, right, which looks like a zebra print, right? And that's the place from where we should cross the roads, right? We should always walk on the side of the roads. That's the footpath. Children should hold an elder's hand while crossing the road. So kids, always make sure that you are holding your parents or your elder sister or brother's hand, right, while crossing the road. We should not play or fight on the road, right? We love to play, right? But we should always take care that what's the place. We should not play on the road. We should look at the traffic lights. So kids, there are 3 traffic lights, okay? And these traffic lights help us to move in a smoother way. So there are 3 traffic lights. One is red. So the red light tells us to stop. Okay, we stop. All the people with the red light stop there, right? When the light is yellow, it tells us to wait, right? We wait during the yellow light. And when the light is green, it tells us to go, right? Then we cross the road. So this is how we should take care of the traffic lights also. So there are many cars, buses, scooters, bikes and trucks on the road. So we must be very careful when we are on the road. Okay kids? So roads are basically for the vehicles to run, right? So either we are driving vehicle, your parents are driving vehicle, right? Or if you are with your parents walking on the footpath, right? You have to be careful, okay? Now there are some safety rules at home. How can we keep ourselves safe at home? You must be thinking that what should be the safety precautions that one should take for home. So kids, yes, we live with our family members in home and it's the safest place, but still there are many things that we have to take care. So do not play with sharp objects like blades, knives and scissors. So there are some sharp objects in our houses, right? We have knives to cut vegetables, we have scissors, we have blades, but we should not play with them. Do not touch electric switches and plugs. There are electric switches and plugs in our houses also, right? You should not put your finger or try to touch them, especially with your wet hands. Do not play with a matchbox, right? So matchbox catches fire, right? It helps us to burn something, right? So we should not play with that. Do not fly kites on the roof, right? So whenever you fly a kite, don't fly kite on the roof. Use your ground. Now do not take any medicine on your own. Whenever you fall ill or you are not feeling good, tell your parents, tell your elders, right? Do not take any kind of medicine without their consent. Now, even if you take care of all these safety habits, right? Safety points. Even if you get hurt, then what? So if you get hurt, tell your elders, or your teachers. They will help you. The first medical help that you get after an accident is called first aid. So whenever you are not feeling good or you are hurt, okay, don't keep it to yourself. Tell your teachers or your parents, right? They will take care of you. And the first medical help that you'll get is called the first aid. So kids, safety habits keep us safe, okay? So what we have learnt in this chapter, that we should always follow safety rules at home and outside. We can only be safe if we are careful, right? So I hope this chapter is clear to you now. So based on the learning from this chapter, you have to revise and do the exercise of this chapter in your homework.